What's up?
What's up?
How y'all feeling?
Good.
Feeling good. All right, question. How do y'all feel about the sneaker community in Dallas, and how y'all feel about the sneaker community in the whole? Where is it going right now?
I'll take it first. I think Dallas in general lacks cohesiveness. I think that we're doing well as a culture in spite of the brands, because we don't get a lot of brand support here. But I think that we've got a lot of tribal feeling kind of going on. You've got people in Fort Worth, you've got people south of Dallas, you've got people in Dallas, north in the suburbs, and we're all operating kind of independently. I think all the pieces are there to have something great here, but it just lacks cohesiveness, and I think that's going to change in 2020. I really do. I think that we're just about there.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I feel like the scene here in Dallas is evolving and it's growing and it's heading in the positive direction. It's just we haven't, I guess, united as sneakerheads. So you see shoes and people who wear shoes out and about, but it's usually the same people all the time. But I think that's just because we aren't all together, so we don't know each other. Everybody doesn't really roll together yet, but we'll get there and we're growing, and the scene is here. It's just slowly taking steps to get to the point where we need to be, like in LA or in New York, but it's here.
How do women impact the status of culture here in the kid game, not only in Dallas, but just in general when you think about the sneaker culture?
Women?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I mean, let's be honest. The reason why we all try to dress, look good, and wear sneakers is to get their attention. It ain't for Matt. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? Actually, for us, and we'll get to there eventually, but I love the fact that women are having such a major impact in shoes. Actually, my top 5 has 3 shoes designed by women. And we are very, feminist per se. So we're all about that. So my wife wears shoes, my child wears shoes, his wife wears shoes. I think they play a major role in what we're doing. And I think now that they have the doors have opened for them, I think it's only going to get better.
Yeah. All right, just to wrap it up, it's been a good year for sneakers. What are your top 10 kicks of 2019?
I'm going to tell you, that was really hard to figure out between the two of us. But we came up with our list. Matt, you want to go first?
So number 10, Kanya had a pretty bad year, but I think that he's going to finish strong with something that's going to completely save his 2019, which is the Yeezy 700 V3. Hasn't dropped yet. I think it drops the 23rd, but absolute fire. That thing is sick. Best silhouette he's come out with in a long time. Looking forward to that.
For a guy who does not like 700s, I actually have to agree. I actually am looking forward to this one. I have destroyed every single one that he's dropped. I won't buy it. This one has changed my opinion completely. Number 9. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We might catch some slack, but we're gonna go with the Mars Yard overshoe.
Tom Sachs.
Yeah. It's quirky, it's weird, but here's the thing. If you remove the shroud
sheath
that it had, the sheath, thank you. The sheath that it had around it, it's probably a top 5 shoe instantly.
It was fun because it was like an Easter egg shoe. So you've got a shoe, this crazy, this overshoe Mars boot looking thing, and I love that about it. And then you've got this Tom Sachs Mars Yard inside of it. And so I cut the shroud off. It was fun. It was something like kind of a project I did with the sneaker this year. I think you get to kind of be creative with it and do what you want. Leave straps on, leave them off, whatever you want to do. It was just a fun shoe. I loved it. I think it was great.
Yeah.
So number 8, Virgil did some different things this year with his his athletes in progress and like the women's line with the spikes and all that. I didn't like any of those as much, but I got to thinking about it, and I realized that on February 7th, I believe, the Off-White Air Max 90 Desert Ore dropped. And for me, that was my favorite, maybe possibly my favorite Virgil shoe ever. So that made our list.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that one. It's phenomenal. That shoe's
sick.
Fire. It looks good, and I think because he dropped so many shoes, and a lot of them are really cool, people tend to forget about the ones that dropped early in the year. But let's not forget the Desert Ore Air Max 90.
Yeah.
Number 7. The Caf Du Monde Saucony 5000. Mm-hmm. All right, that we like collaborations between brands, and we like when brands take it seriously. Sometimes Nike and Adidas take those collaborations very lightly. Saucony does not. They came through. The box was shaped like their actual bin game mix. Caf Du Monde, they had the awning cover that matched the inside and the outside of the shoe. They dropped 2 different colorways, but the one that released was, made me hungry. So it looks like a beignet. So
it's got sprinkled the powdered sugar on top. It's got the mint colored bottom for the awning. It's just fire. Yeah. Perfectly done collab. That's how it should be done every time.
You can't leave Saucony out of your top 5.
Yeah. We've got Travis. Couldn't leave Travis off the list, but we didn't do what most people did, I think. I think the Travis Air Force One was so clean. I think the way he did that shoe with the different patterns, like 10 different swatches of fabric or whatever it may be. He did a shout out to Missouri City, Texas on there. It looked like something Travis really took a hand in. Whereas the Jordan, as clean as it may be, I feel like it's safe for everybody. I think the Air Force One was not safe at all. I think that he killed it with that thing, with the shroud over the laces, and he reveals like a plaid. It's just, it's fire. Absolutely love that one.
5, right? We're on 5?
Yeah.
Number 5. Shoes this man is wearing right now. A New Balance Concept Extra.
Eastrock. It's cursed backwards.
Yep.
It's got a story behind it. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm a Red Sox fan. I'm a Rangers fan too, but I love the Red Sox. And a lot of people don't know that Babe Ruth was sold by the Yankees to the Red Sox for a sum of money that went to fund a play called No No Nanette. And this is after the play No No Nanette. This is what the playbill looked like. It had the pink and the orange and that different colors. And so it tells the story of the curse, which is Eastrock's curse, reversed the curse. The Red Sox won the World Series in '04 and broke the curse. And this is a kind of a shoe that commemorates that relationship between the Yankees and Red Sox and the I guess the greed, I guess you could say, where, they sold the player, the iconic player of all time, to fund a play. And this is a shoe that commemorates it. I think they did an excellent job with it. The special box, it's got the music notes on the inside. It's just, they killed it with this one.
You're up.
I don't even know if you guys say your name.
Aleli May.
Aleli May 6. The Jordan Aleli May 6. It's absolutely, it's, as far as Jordans go, I love earth tone Jordans and I love these different colors. The popping colors are fun, but I love something you can wear, I guess, more subtle. And I think she absolutely killed it with this. A female designer, I love to see her coming out with a shoe that everyone can wear. I loved it.
Yeah, I love seeing that the fact she took a men's shoe, added a feminine touch to it, but it didn't go overboard. It wasn't some bright pink or some excessive thing that you would assume with excessive femininity, and actually made it enticing for me. It's a shoe that I chased down and I didn't get it for retail, and when I got it, I didn't take it off for a while.
Yep.
All right, number 3. Was that 3?
That was
okay, we're going on to 3. We're bringing in our second New Balance, the 997S Bodega No Days Off.
Mm-hmm.
That shoe is so clean,
So clean.
fire. The subtleties of that shoe, actually, the two colorways are actually really nice. I picked the No Days Off because the colors were subtle. It's more true to the New Balance colorways that I know, which aren't these crazy tones that you would find on the next one that Matt actually prefers. But the shoe itself, the purples, the grays, the cut on the shoe is very different from what I consider your standard New Balance. And it screams, kind of how we feel about sneakers. There's no days off. You rock kicks. You have to push this culture. You have to push what we have, in order to make it grow. And that's what they did over there at Bodega, and the shoe came on fire.
Yeah, I see, we're a duo, so we disagreed on this. I prefer No Bad Days because it goes with absolutely everything. I wear that shoe I wear it 3 or 4 times a week. That's how much I love it. I think they killed it with that design. New Balance had a really strong year under the radar. Really strong year.
Yeah.
Number 2, which I think is probably close to the top of most people's list, the Sekai Waffle. Sekai Waffle. Probably have a different opinion on colorway, but for me it was the gray and white. I think that gray and white is absolutely fire. It goes with everything. Anything you can think to wear, he's got it on right now. The silhouette, it's iconic looking. It's a simple shoe, but the subtle changes with the double tongue, the double laces, the double swoosh, you've got the double sole, everything about it. It's fun, it's quirky, it's fashionable. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great shoe, and a lot of people probably pick this shoe to be number 1. My problem with it is that which one? They released 5 different colorways, and that's a problem for me. You can't have shoe of the year when there's 5 of them, because there are other shoes that this shoe won't beat, or the Barney colorway won't beat a certain one. And that one leads us to our number 1, which is the Cactus Plant Flea Market Vapor Max. And that shoe was a tough decision because of this shoe. And the reason why we chose it's because the shoe itself, there's only one. And there were bold takes on it. The designer had 2 different colorways. It looked like they actually took time and really took some risks with the different color tones and the Play-Doh looking swoosh on the inside.
The pipe cleaner thing, yeah.
Yeah. And again, it's a female designer who went out of her way to put some thought into a sneaker that actually looks phenomenal on men and women. So
props to the ladies this year. They killed it.
Back.
Straight killed it.
That's 3 in our top 5.
Yeah.